What's up? Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to drive a manual car. So first things first, you're going to obviously need to figure out your pedals. So clutch on the left, brake in the middle, gas of course, like a regular car. Only difference is that extra clutch pedal. What I did when I was first learning manual is before I would drive, I would just get comfortable with the gears while the car was off. Just going into each gear, finding it, getting comfortable. Clutch in all the way, brake, turn the car on. So once you know your gears and you're comfortable with that, you're going to be ready to start. So obviously, hold your brake, take that parking brake off. You're going to press that clutch all the way in. You're going to put it in first gear. So for me, I'm on a driveway. All I'm going to do is let off that brake, and I'm going to start rolling forward because of gravity. Once I'm down, I can start letting off that clutch, and you're going to find your biting point. Once you feel that, you're going to start giving it some gas, and you're off. So now to go down in a second, I'm going to press my clutch in. I'm going to pull my gear in a second, and I'm going to let that clutch out slowly. And then it's going to be repeat that for each gear. So you want to go into third, press your clutch in, put it in third, pull that clutch out. So every car is different, but most cars, the ideal RPM range is 25,000 RPMs. 2,500 RPMs is when you should be shifting into the next gear. Slow down on these speed bumps, can put it down into first. Clutch in, let it out slowly, give it some gas. Every clutch is going to be slightly different. Some are heavier, some are lighter. So it's going to be different every time you get in a new manual car. Let's do some downshifts for you guys. So downshifting is a way for a manual car to slow down without using brakes. So here I'm in fourth gear. Slow down. I'm going to need to rev up the car to rev match it. And then press the clutch in. Let off the clutch, and then you've gone into a new gear. So there's third gear. Slows you down. I'm a little far from this stop sign, so I'll keep going a bit. Now let's go down in a second. Slows you down. So rev matching, you have to rev up the car to the correct RPMs of what speed you're moving at. Finding the binding point in first gear is usually the hardest part for beginners. So what I like to do whenever I was starting out was coming to a complete stop at every stop sign, just finding that biting point. I would argue that going in a second can be a little challenging as well, just because of how high the RPMs are. So it can be a little jolty, but it just takes time and perfecting to master that. Now, like I said, it's ideal to go into the next gear once you're hitting 2,500 RPMs, but nothing wrong with winding out your gears every once in a while. Again, coming to that complete stop, just working on that first gear. That's how you're gonna get better. Best way to learn manual is just go out and drive. Master every gear, learn your gearbox. So when you're shifting into every gear, you're just letting off that clutch nice and easy. Fluid motion, it should be one motion. When you're shifting gears, it shouldn't be clutch, gear, let the clutch out. It should just be one fluid motion. Finding fifth gear was really hard for me, but like I said, it comes with time, practice. Third, fourth, fifth, no need for a sixth right now. We'll speed up and give you some of that. There's sixth. And once you're in sixth and you're on the freeway, it's like you're driving an automatic car. You're just cruising. Obviously, the only time you're going to be shifting gears is when you are coming to a stop, slowing down. So we'll downshift in the fifth. Like I said, learning to downshift is different in every car. Knowing what gear you should be in. Downshift fourth. Right here. And when you're downshifting, you have to rev it up to the right RPMs, or you're just going to be wearing your clutch way more than you have to. I know my car's slow as fuck. Finding that biting point, clutch in, put it in gear, let off that clutch, give it some gas. And when you're at stoplights, stop signs doesn't really matter because you're not sitting there for a long time. But when you're at stoplights, you never want to keep your car in gear and just waiting while you're holding onto the clutch. That's just causing excessive wear on your flywheel because it's just spinning the whole entire time. So reverse is very similar to first gear, except for it's pretty much all clutch. You don't really need to give it that much gas, except for when you're going up driveway. That's when you want to start giving it some gas. If you want to be ridiculous, you can rev it out, fucking make everyone know you have a manual car, but that's up to you. Dummies, you run up on me trying to play. I try really jump like a bunny. These fun niggas fucking time, how about